would have thought that Bruce Lee, a master of Wing Chun martial arts, would face off directly against a wushu expert named Li Lianjie, better known as Jet Li? The burning question is, who would emerge victorious? From the outset, Jet Li immediately launched a kick attack. However, instead of landing a hit, it was Bruce Lee who managed to counter with a kick of his own, hitting Jet Li. Refusing to back down, the wushu master retaliated with a flurry of kicks and punches, causing Bruce Lee some pain. Unfortunately for Jet Li, his actions only ignited Bruce Lee's fury, and his ensuing attacks threw Jet Li into a glass wall. Due to Jet Li's misstep, a strike from the Wing Chun master left him unable to continue the fight. That sequence, however, was just a cleverly edited scene from a film, giving the impression that Bruce Lee and Jet Li were truly fighting each other. Nevertheless, many people are still curious about who would win in a real fight between these two martial arts legends. So, who would take the crown? Before answering that question, let's first take a closer look at both of these incredible actors in action.
That's all. What's going on here?
Let's begin with Jet Li. In one of his films, he finds himself confronted by a group of kung fu experts at his school. Inevitably, a fight breaks out. Using his skills, Jet Li inflicts enough pain on his opponents that they struggle to even stand and fight back. Not satisfied with the outcome, Jet Li then visits the Kung Fu Academy of his challengers and once again defeats everyone there. But was that the end of it? Of course not. After defeating the students, the Kung Fu master himself steps in to challenge Jet Li. Despite the master's reputation, he still couldn't match Jet Li's prowess and quickly fell victim to his attacks. In the end, Jet Li's relentless strikes forced the Kung Fu master to surrender. The thrill continues when Jet Li faces off against twin brothers. Though initially, he is unaware that his opponent has an identical twin. In this scene, Jet Li is attacked head-on, only to be ambushed from behind by another assailant. After this unexpected attack, Jet Li begins to realize that he is not dealing with just one opponent. Determined to uncover who else is attacking him, he carefully searches the room for clues. By defeating the first opponent, Jet Li hopes to force the twin brother out of hiding. And indeed, his suspicions are confirmed. In the end, Jet Li successfully defeats both of the twin brothers, emerging victorious once again. In another encounter, Jet Li crosses paths with a wushu master at his academy. However, Jet Li seems reluctant to land any serious blows on the master. You can see Jet Li skillfully blocking every attack from his opponent. In fact, he even has opportunities to strike back, but he chooses not to. Yet, after receiving multiple attacks from the master, Jet Li realizes that it's time to teach his opponent a lesson. Jet Li then unleashes a series of strikes, leaving the master weakened in front of the audience. In the end, a final kick from Jet Li leaves the wushu master unable to stand. Now, let's shift the focus to another remarkable martial artist, Bruce Lee. This time, we'll showcase the real-life power behind this Wing Chun expert's punch, proving that his strength is not just a product of movie magic. To demonstrate this, a skilled martial artist is given a chance to punch a selected volunteer. The strike only pushes the person back a few feet. Then, Bruce Lee steps up to demonstrate his iconic punch. Watch closely as Bruce's punch sends the volunteer flying much farther back. This clearly demonstrates the sheer power behind Bruce Lee's punch. A testament to the incredible strength of this martial arts legend. One of the most astonishing abilities of the legendary Bruce Lee is his razor-sharp instincts. This claim is demonstrated when Lee engages in combat with his eyes completely covered. Even without sight, it's incredible to witness how Bruce Lee anticipates and deflects incoming attacks from his opponent. But Bruce Lee wouldn't be a legend if he couldn't strike back. In that very moment, he proves his prowess by effortlessly knocking down his opponent, even in complete darkness. This wasn't just a one-time feat. Moments later, Bruce Lee once again demonstrates that he can fight effectively with his eyes closed. And for the second time, Bruce Lee brings his opponent to the ground with ease. Bruce Lee was exceptionally skilled with the Nunchaku, also known as the double stick. This mastery was evident when Lee took on the challenge of playing table tennis, using the Nunchaku instead of a paddle to hit the ball. With remarkable precision, Lee easily defeated his opponent in the table tennis match using the double stick. Not satisfied with a single opponent, Lee raised the stakes by taking on two challengers simultaneously. Yet again, both opponents proved to be no match for Bruce Lee's superior control and dexterity with the Nunchaku. But his talents didn't stop there. In another impressive feat, Lee used the Nunchaku to light a match held between the lips of a crew member, showcasing his extraordinary precision. Even when fireworks were thrown at him, Bruce Lee effortlessly blocked every single one using the Nunchaku, further demonstrating his unparalleled skill with the weapon. So, with all these incredible displays from both Bruce Lee and Jet Li, who is the true winner? According to expert analysis, if the two engaged in a real street fight with bare hands, Bruce Lee would likely come out on top. This is attributed to his extensive experience in real combat, having fought even before training with Yip Man. On the other hand, if the fight involved weapons, Jet Li would have the upper hand. His specialized training in traditional weapons like swords, spears, and staffs would give him a significant advantage over Bruce Lee.